I'd like to call our meeting to order. Please join me as we honor America as our Navy Junior ROTC Wildcat Company present the colors. Please remain standing for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Colors. Order. Colors. Color guard. All out.
Okay, now we are going to have the very best part of our meeting. I'd like to ask Miss Lisa Downer to come forward and introduce our special guests.
Well, good evening. You obviously saved the best for last. So our little pre-K group is so excited to be here this evening. We have Miss Hope Smith's 3-year-old classroom, and they are here this evening to share with you some of the learning that's taking place in their classroom and some of the rituals that they do on a daily basis. So I hope you enjoy. They're here for your pleasure.
So we've just got a couple of little songs that we were going to do. What we've prepared tonight showcase just some of the important pieces of the preschool classroom. First, we're going to demonstrate some of our early literacy skills of rhyming, being able to rhyme, identifying if words rhyme in their 3-year-old year sets them up for success when they begin reading next year and in kindergarten. So the first song we're going to do is called Make a Rhyme, Make a Move.
Make a rhyme, do it to the beat. Make a rhyme,
Little bit of stage fright, but we're good. No. The next song we're going to do is called Tony Chestnut. This song is what's called an I Love You ritual as part of our conscious discipline routine. The conscious discipline, for those who don't know, is a routine that we use to help create a sense of community and belonging in our classroom. As the kids sing this song, they're going to make eye contact with another student or a teacher. That reminds them that we are all a family and care about each other. And I really want you all to pay close attention to them when they say, I love you. See their reactions to one another saying, I love you. So this is Tony Chestnut. Ready? Legs out.
Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows. Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Okay, wait just a minute. Wait just a minute.
Wait just a minute. Oh, hey friends. Miss Hope's friends, stay back over here really quick.
If you would like, if they'll say their name, that would be great. If they won't, you can say it for them. That'd be fine.
Okay. Okay. So there are people watching on that camera. Can you guys tell them your name? Can you say your name in the microphone?
My name is Everly.
What's your name? Is it Sky? What's your name? It's Savannah. What's your name?
My name is Lily.
Lily. What's your name?
I'm Dennison.
Jameson. Look, she's asking for tell her your name. Can you say your name, Nicole?
Nicole.
Nicole. And our friend Leo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You've just seen one of the very best parts of our meeting.
Get my finger? No? Okay.
Okay, next on our agenda is the approval of the agenda. I will entertain a motion. Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Craven. Any additions or corrections? Hearing none, please cast your vote. We're having a little technology issue. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, before we go forward, I want to acknowledge a special guest we have, Mr. Jim Dodson, our city council member, and one of our longtime teachers is here in the audience. Welcome, Mr. Dodson. Okay, next on the agenda is our good news section. We will start with Ms. Craven.
All right, I bring good news from Willowbrook, and forgive me because the pollen is winning this weekend with me. On March 31st, Willowbrook hosted an exciting STEM night led by Dr. Tiffany Collins, welcoming students and their families for an evening of learning and fun. Thanks to the generous support of Muse and Tropical Smoothie Cafe, the event was a tremendous success. Students participated in a variety of hands-on STEM activities, all centered around promoting a healthy lifestyle. We're grateful to the dedicated WBES staff who came out to help support and make this community event so special. On April 8th, the PTO hosted a special event for Willowbrook 4th grade parents featuring Mrs. Free, who shared valuable insights about the upcoming transition to middle school. They were thrilled with the strong turnout and the meaningful discussion that followed. A huge thank you to Ms. Free for connecting with our families and helping them prepare for the exciting changes ahead.
I have good news from Jefferson. On March 25th, several Jefferson 8th grade students participated in the Oak Ridge Civics Bee. Isella Allison, Jackson Connor, James Crawford, Deshaun Garner, Jaden Jones, Janky Patel, Anna Pickle, and Ian Smith all represented JMS with excellence. Congratulations to James Crawford, who earned 3rd place, Jackson Connor, who earned 2nd place, and Anna Pickle, who won 1st place. These 3 students received cash prizes and qualified for the Tennessee State Civics Bee, which will take place in May.
Okay, Dr. Hartman.
I bring good news from Robertsville. Congratulations to the Robertsville Middle School TSA students who recently attended the state competition in Chattanooga and returned as winners. RMS students earned 1st place in 14 categories, 2nd place in 6 categories, and 3rd place in 3 categories. Their outstanding performance is a testament to their dedication, preparation, and hard work.
All right, Ms. Webb.
And we are going to start at Oak Ridge High School with Brandon Bonamarte, placed 2nd at the Tennessee Junior Science and Humanities Symposium last month. His research project, titled Identifying Key Factors to Improve Autism Spectrum Disorder Diagnosis with Machine Learning, aims to reduce the amount of data required to accurately classify a patient as autistic or not. Brandon will advance to compete at the National Junior Science and Humanities Symposium in late April. Social studies teachers Logan Vincent and Parker Jarnigan will represent Oak Ridge High School at the Tennessee Civics Academy, held at the Howard Baker Center at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville in June. And Andrew Chua, 100 fly state champion, has been named to the National Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association's All-American list in both the 100 fly and 100 backstroke. He also earned academic All-American honors. And congratulations to our TSA students for their outstanding achievements in multiple categories at the state competition. And last but not least, congratulations to our varsity men's Wildcat basketball team on finishing as the TSSAA 4A state runner-up. They are here with us tonight, so if you guys would like to come to the podium, we're going to put you on the spot. Where's the trophy? Okay, bring the trophy with you. Coach, if you want to say anything, you have the spotlight.
Yeah, just really excited for our group. One of the best group of seniors we've ever had. Just the competitors that we are, we're a little bit disappointed we didn't finish it. But we made history. It's only the fourth time in school history that we've made it that far. And just a really good group of kids. And I was happy to get to coach them. They made me a better coach this year. So really proud of them and really good group of kids. Thank you.
Congratulations. Stay right there. We're going to get your names. Stay there. If you'll say your name and look at the camera behind you when you say your name, everybody wants to see you, so be celebrated. We're going to bring you another microphone.
I've got a handheld. All right, you can Talk to the millions of people up there.
Hey everybody, I'm Raekwon Watson, the point guard, senior point guard for the Oak Ridge High School men's basketball team. I'm gonna pass it over to
Cooper Williams, number 35, start power forward, senior. I'm Shamar Green, senior.
I'm Garrett Giles, I'm a senior.
I'm Joshua Amos Jr., I'm a sophomore.
Eli Peters, freshman, number 14.
Ethan James, sophomore, number 0.
Luis Soria, sophomore, number 20.
Charlie Taubenheim, junior, number 12.
Aiden Hawkins, Director of Operations.
Coach Green, Oak Ridge High School.
And Coach Price.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
So we had really short people and really tall people at our meeting tonight. Okay, next on our agenda is continuing on with our recognition of our Oak Ridge Schools Volunteer of the Year. I'd like to ask Miss Heather Jenkins to come to the podium and introduce our Volunteer of the Year.
It's a real honor for me to have the opportunity to introduce to you tonight Miss Sarah Cunha, and I'm going to ask her to come join me at this time. Miss Cunha loves the spotlight, so she was really looking forward to tonight. So there may be some bribes in getting her here this evening, but you know, words can't express how much someone like Miss Cunha does for the culture of your building. She goes above and beyond to serve our teachers, our students, and our families, and I'm so grateful to have her by my side. Everything from book fair to fall festival to gratitude grams, to the fun run. All these were ideas that Miss Cunha generated. And like I said, our school benefits in so many ways. And I talk often of our Linden family, and we would be nothing without the PTO and what they do for us, and especially for Miss Cunha. So proud of her work, so thankful to have her on board. So thank you for recognizing her. She deserves this recognition.
So Ms. Cunha's information will be submitted to TSBA, and she will be in the running for our Volunteer of the Year for the region, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. Thank you so much. We really appreciate all the work you've done for our schools. Okay, next is our public forum. Good evening, and thank you to everyone in attendance at tonight's board meeting. We have reached the public forum portion, which is designated to allow anyone in attendance to address a topic that is not included on the agenda. If you would like to address the board, please raise your hand to be recognized before coming to the podium. Once at the podium, we ask that you sign in, including your email, and state your name and home address for the board. All comments must be made from the podium and into the microphone so that they can be properly recorded and broadcast to our community members that are not in attendance. Each person who chooses to address the board during the forum will be given 3 minutes to fully convey their message. The board may choose to respond, or perhaps more likely, they may choose to gather additional information from Oak Ridge School staff members and respond to your comments later in more detail. If you are here to address the board regarding a topic that is on tonight's agenda, please raise your hand when that topic is presented. Is there anyone who would like to address the board? Okay, seeing none, we will move on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion? Motion made by Ms. Webb, seconded by Dr. Hartman. Please cast your vote. On the consent agenda, we have the Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America trip. They are going to Orlando. I looked over their events, and it looks like a lot of fun. We're having another issue here. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, now we will move on to items for action. Item A is summer school fees. Dr. Borchers.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of the FY25 summer school fees.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms. Craven, seconded by Dr. Hartman. Dr. Borchers.
As the attachment says there, for our K-8 students, the summer program will be targeting those most in need of additional instruction for educational progress and promotional purposes. In order to encourage more of those students to attend, there will be no fees or tuition for those students. And same for the high school, our residents would be no charge, and it's very odd that we would get non-residents for that fee that you see listed there.
Any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, please cast your vote. I'm sorry. A motion passes unanimously. Next is item B, science textbook adoption. Dr. Borchers.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of science textbook adoption.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Webb. Dr. Borchers.
Mr. Chair, the 24-25 Science Textbook Adoption Committee met to review the TDOE approved science textbooks in January, February, and March, and the following textbook recommendations have been made for the purchases in FY26 for an 8-year adoption period. Grades K through 4 will have McGraw-Hill, Tennessee Science. Grades 5 through 8 will have Accelerated Learning, STEM Scope Science Tennessee, and grades 9 through 12 will have Savas Learning.
Okay, could we have like a little description of the process?
Mm-hmm. Jen, you wanna do that?
Sure. So the science textbook adoption process, there's a committee, and that was all shared in there. And then they have multiple meetings starting in January. In that January meeting, they really go through the whole process of a shared vision. The shared vision for the effective science instruction this year was Oak Ridge Schools offers fair and high-quality science education that sparks curiosity, critical thinking, and exploration. Through collaboration, real-world connection, and challenging lessons, we help students think clearly, communicate well, and take charge of the learning for future successes. Through that, they go through a crosswalk, they develop a needs assessment for the meetings to come, go over the caravan dates. Then there is multiple resources for rubrics that the committee will use as they are looking through the materials, and also for them to ask questions. They create the questions for the caravans when they come and visit. So there are meetings January 6th, January 15th, February 12th, and then March 5th. So then the recommendations are due by March 5th. They sign the final recommendation, and then it is presented to the board.
Okay, any questions or comments from the board? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, hearing none, please cast your vote. I'm sorry.
Recognition for a comment on the previous item really quick while we're waiting for that to load. Just wanted to say, because I know we've got administrators here and we just talked about the summer school thing, please tell all of your teachers a huge thank you to those who sign up to teach summer school and help our kids that need that extra support and that are willing to give up their time and energy and their summer vacations for that, because it makes a huge difference.
Thank you. Okay, motion passes unanimously. Next is item C, replacement of the gym floor at Woodland Elementary. Dr. Borchers.
Ms. Chair, I recommend approval of replacement of gym floor at Woodland Elementary by Pratters Flooring Incorporated in the amount of $105,682.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms. Webb, seconded by Dr. Hartman. Dr. Borchers.
Well, I think this is probably the third time we've talked about this floor in the last 3 months, but as you can see there, the vendor was out over spring break, and the floor is just no longer able to be sanded and refurbished. And as you can see there, this is the original 1945 floor. It's over its 70-plus year life. It's been sanded and refurbished numerous times, and it's just to the point now the only option we have is a full replacement.
Okay, any comments or questions? Dr. Hartman.
I would just like to say how impressive it is. Again, we're pushing everything as far as we can. And I mean, 20 years beyond its expected life is phenomenal.
Okay, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, we have item D, the audit contract. Dr. Borchers.
Ms. Chair, I recommend approval of the FY25 audit contract.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms. Craven, seconded by Ms. Webb. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend we approve the audit firm of Brown, Jake, and McDaniel for performance of the FY25 annual audit. The attached engagement letter for the Board of Education audit for FY25 totals $53,000 plus hourly rates for non-audit services. The Internal Schools Fund audit engagement letter was approved at the September 23rd, 2024 Board of Education meeting.
Any comments or questions from the board? I think last year we got like a notebook this thick of information.
For the audit itself? So
Yeah.
the audit is, yeah, it's a pretty massive document.
Yeah.
And it's super engaging reading.
Okay, the motion on the floor is the 2025 audit contract approval. Please cast your vote. Our voting is really slow today. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, next is item E, budget transfer number 3 and budget amendment number 2, the first reading. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of budget transfer number 3 and budget amendment number 2, first reading.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Craven. Dr. Borchert.
This transfer and budget amendment includes things like final adjustment and realignment of general fund salary, benefit, and expenditure budget, addition of $400,000 for contingency budget for anticipated summer learning camp, addition of $76,500 revenues due to the increased interest received, addition of $76,500 for capital outlay expenditures for the replacement of the Woodland gym floor, and then just some routine budget transfers and revisions.
Okay, any comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we're voting on the budget transfer number 3 and amendment number 2. Please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, this is the last time we have to vote. Exception to Board Policy 5.1101 for one Oak Ridge High School staff member. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of exception to Board Policy 5.1101 for one Oak Ridge High School staff member.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms. Webb, seconded by Ms. Craven. Dr. Borchert.
We've had a staff member earn her master's degree recently, and she's requesting an adjustment to her salary to reflect the advanced degree.
Any comments or questions from the board? Congratulations. I believe we're working on revising this policy, so we don't have to do this so many times.
That's true. We'll bring that probably in May.
Okay. Okay, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, now we're going to move on to items for information. The legislative update. Ms. Webb, what have you got to tell us?
All right. Well, a budget was passed for $59.8 billion, and then they adjourned. TSBA tracked, this was an interesting statistic, TSBA tracked 251 different pieces of legislation. 70 passed that will affect public education. So there's one, the legislation pertaining to undocumented students that has been pushed to 2026. It narrowly passed the Senate. It was stopped in the House from budgetary constraints. So that will be back on the agenda when they reconvene in January of 2026. That is all.
That is all. Okay, thank you. All right, next is our 26 budget concepts. Ms. Van Dyke.
So I think Melissa's going to pull up the presentation there. I'm not going to read all of these slides verbatim, but just kind of an overview. I joked it's not even the 70,000-foot overview. This is the 150,000-foot overview. This is very, very high level. So since the budget passed last year, we've, over on the right there, we've made some staffing changes that have come to the board throughout the year, and so we just kind of summarize all of those there. And this is just, again, an overview of kind of where we start every year, and that's to kind of look at what we're at this year and then figure out what we need to focus on this year. And so kind of where we are at right now is revenues are up over what we had budgeted, which is really nice. Our expenses are pretty much on track. But we decided as we were working as a kind of an executive board that this year really we needed to focus on staffing. So that's kind of our, that was our focus this year, or for the FY26 budget that's coming up. So we start in October and run some projections. I can't say that I do these projections. I trust somebody much smarter than me to get these for me. And based on all of the data that gets put into this, we're looking at an increase of about 79 students next school year, again, based on those projections. And I think they use birth rates and things like that, matriculation as people are moving on, stuff like that. So this is broken down by the different schools. It looks like our high school is projecting a decrease, an increase in the middle school and an increase at the elementaries. Of course, who knows when people move into the district, if this is going to be right or not, but it usually is pretty close. Next one. And then this is just kind of how it was broken down by each of the individual schools. This document is going to be published in the budget, so, and of course it's on the website if anybody wants to look at it. So as I mentioned, we had focused on staffing this year. Again, staffing is the most is where we spend the most of our money every year, and we really decided that we needed to go back and do another study and work with our partners at Lean Frog to look at what the market is saying that we need to do and how to pay our people fairly. And with that, we've developed, we're consolidating salary schedules. It's actually, I was kind of like a new schedule, and we need to kind of stress to people that it's not looking at your current salary and it's going to be a percentage based on that, or like we've always done it. It's a new salary schedule for next year, and that all of our employees will get a minimum of a 5% increase on that. And I think we had, or not think, I know we had sent some information out on that a couple of weeks ago. So again, that's kind of trying to really stress how much we appreciate our people, and we want to make sure that they understand that. So just some things that are going into the FY26 budget. The licensed staff retirement benefit costs will decrease to 5.77%. This is based on, this is a rate that's given to us by the state every year. It's based on actuarial data with TCRS. Our non-licensed staff benefit cost is going to remain the same. Health insurance, we still don't know. They tell us that usually in like late May and June, which is not at all helpful for the budget. Vision and life insurance costs are staying the same, and we are going to have a minor dental insurance cost increase, but we just got those numbers this morning, so they're not in here. On the next. And then just kind of our goals. This is always our goal, right, to focus on opportunities that are going to enhance the portrait of a graduate in Forward Oak Ridge, and just align our resources the best we can to prioritize student success. I'm not going to read all of those. So, but other than we are going to prioritize the investment in staff this year. Our TISA estimates from the state for FY26, we received our first one in March. We'll get another one probably in the next couple of days, and they continue to give us that in May and June as well. We get the final appropriation in July. It is up a little over last year based on our enrollment, and then the legislature budgeting for a little bit more per student. We did make a request to the city this year for a $700,000 maintenance of effort increase. We haven't heard from them yet on that. And I know that they're still working on their budget as well. So sales and property taxes for Anderson and Roane County are up, and we actually are going to get a little bit more from that because our enrollment in both of those have gone up very slightly in Roane, but we did see, I think, 68 kids addition in Anderson County. Next. And then this was, again, just our kind of expenditure considerations. 80% of our budget related to, actually it's a little over 80%, is salaries and benefits. Again, it includes a 5% minimum increase for all staff. We assume that health insurance is going to go up. We are making payment number 8 of 15 for the ESG Phase 1 improvements, payment number 5 of 20 for the ESG Phase 2 improvements. And then we are going to be utilizing our set aside to purchase laptops for 5th through 12th grade. And that's pretty much it. This is just a little bit of our planning process. And then the next page is kind of what's next. And so later this week, we'll have delivery of a budget document to everybody. So any questions?
We'll be seeing a lot of you
Yes.
in the next few days.
It's super exciting stuff, right?
Okay, any questions for Ms. Van Dyke on the budget concepts? Okay, now the financial report. Any questions? Okay, we're going to go on to enrollment and attendance. Ms. Lauren Dean.
Turn my thing on. There we go. Okay, so regarding enrollment and attendance for students and staff, enrollment, please know when you look at all of these different forms and all of these different documents regarding enrollment, it is so fluid. It can change by 10 students in one day. So sometimes just please keep that in mind. As of 4/24, each Thursday, we do get an enrollment report, and as of there, our total of students did decrease by 3 students to 4,799 students. So just as compared to that May 24th date. So when you look at some of the information that was just shared in that concepts, just please keep in mind that that is super fluid. Regarding attendance for students, this is reporting period 7, and that is February 24th through April 7th, because good old spring break is in there. Really some great attendance this month. Everybody, except for one school, and was underneath their goal by a large amount. So very good job with the attendance. So we'll start with the students first. Runner-up this time was Woodland Elementary, and it is back to Linden Elementary for students. And a huge shout out to Linden for all of the work that they are putting into their attendance program and sharing those best practices at our principals meeting, because they're doing some great work with attendance over there. as well as throughout the district. Keep up the good work, everyone. All right, and now for staff, I am happy to say, this is just for the month of March, and again, you have spring break in there. 59% of our staff were acquired perfect attendance. We had a tie for second place, Linden and Oak Ridge Preschool, so I want to give a huge shout out to Miss Downard for that. Yes, congratulations. And our first place staff attendance for the month of March was Jefferson Middle School. So just keep up the great work, and thank you all so much.
Okay, next is items for discussion. Any old business? Any new business? Communications. We have several meetings. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other and a lot of probably you. On Wednesday, we will be back in this room at 8:30. We should bring our computers. We'll be meeting with the IT department. I'm sorry? I don't know. We'll see. Then a week from today, on May the 5th, we will have a budget presentation, and City Council will be here visiting. On May the 7th, we'll be back in this room at 8:30, meeting with Student Services. On May the 12th at 5 o'clock, we'll have a work session, a line-by-line review of the budget. On May 16th, probably one of our favorite times is graduation, and we get to hand the kids their diplomas and shake their hand, and it's an oh-so-fun time. And May the 19th will be our next Board of Education meeting where we'll adopt a budget. I do want to remind everyone that our city of Oak Ridge, our community, provides a great graduation party called Graduation Celebration. It starts at 9:30, 10 o'clock after graduation and goes all night. It's a free party for all of our graduates, so if you know of a graduate, please encourage them to sign up. We would love to have them. Okay, does anybody have anything? All right, we'll see you all on Wednesday. Thank you very much. We are adjourned.